Alright.
But sorry, please
Well,
continue.
like, yeah, Witan is just doing very short combos, like a single ground chain and then doing the crushing heavy punch. And I think Witan knows that you can just continue a combo by doing standing heavy punch instead as a launcher. But it ended up working out with Witan just because she could keep Coco in the corner essentially the entire match and just keep resetting.
Yeah, from what I saw earlier, the aggression was working really, really well. It's so hard to keep somebody at range with Peacock, and you gotta know your zoning patterns for different characters. Different things will work. Like Cerebella, oh, she's not a great example because she has the hardest time getting in, but you know, people with air dashes and mobility. Like, she has deflector for a reason. She has the worst mobility in the game. Second maybe to Squiggly, but
Squiggly is pretty bad, yeah.
Stage, so you know, you got tools.
Oh, I always find out that like center stage, as much as it's like the recommended tool versus Peacocks, it like a lot of the time it just ends up with you getting hit and then you bring Peacock close enough to stop combo off that hit.
Soak up that damage.
Yeah, so you gotta be very careful with that. Witan's gonna change palette here though.
Oh, Miku!
Don't talk to me. Alright, so Witan is going for these sweeps a lot, the crushing heavy kicks from Philia, and the problem with that is that if it's not off of an OTG, you can't actually combo off of that anymore. And as much as like sweeps can be useful in block strings just to finally get a hit in, like just because you can't combo off of them, which means that like once you actually get that hit in, you can't really combo off of them, which means you sort of lose momentum, and your opponent can take out of that. Coco really needs to get out of the corner here, though.
Coco's just sort of backing up. I'm not seeing any teleports from him. Also, Coco's playing super passively. Like, I don't see her going for really anything with pressure. She's sort of waiting for a mistake to happen and trying to capitalize on it, which can work, but, you know, everything in moderation.
Witan needs to work on just getting sort of the pattern of making sure that you keep the combo and your momentum going. Like, you don't have to combo forever, but just being able to reset as such, being able to get to the point where you're the one who's attacking your opponent and not the other way around is very important.
Right, and by the way, Witan, you can combo off grab with ringless, but
you can indeed. But yeah, crushing heavy kick and crushing heavy punch for Philia aren't really things you should be using to continue combos. Like, thing is that standing heavy punch, a lot of the time when you're playing Philia, even if it's blocked, it will sometimes just randomly put you at enough range to not really make it unsafe. So a lot of the time, like if you're not very good at hit confirming and you just want to see if you can get a combo in, like just using standing heavy punch can work out. Like, I mean, overall you should be working on hit confirming and making sure that you can get in there and just using standing heavy punch in a combo once you actually got the hit in. But if you feel like that's not really something you can do at the moment, just doing the block string from like crushing light kick, crushing medium kick, standing heavy punch works out alright. Coco's gonna be adding a license here. Coco's using medium punch bang a lot, but the problem is that Witan is patient enough to not fall for that.
That's good. That's really good. I do see. After that, both times Coco has used Argus and Witan has blocked it, but not punished. You can, guys. You can seriously punish Argus. Just not even after it ends. In the middle, there'll be that pause after the laser. That's when you do it.
Yeah.
Maybe not at
every
that
character
range,
has,
but you know.
Every character has at some range has at least like one way. Like every character has one way to punch it. Like not always at all ranges, and not always in all positions and everything. But you can punish Argus agony. Like,
right. I think Philia even has ringlet spike is fast enough.
Yeah. I also think that like Gregor Samson should be able to like the invincibility frame should be enough to get you in if you are at that range. Just gonna get hit counter there, huh?
Where?
Oh, that's
oh, that's what you get.
Coco, you have my admiration for that. Yeah, see, like that standing heavy punch, like Weekend didn't get close enough to get punished by Coco's parasol.
Weekend seems to have the right idea. She's keeping Coco in the corner, doing a pretty good job of that, putting on pressure, but that heavy kick is getting her in trouble.
Yeah. Parasol's standing heavy kick isn't really something you do a lot. Simply because if you're not in the corner, it's impossible to combo up without any like assists or such. So you gotta be very, very careful using it. It's also one of those that
the taunt! That should have been a bigger punish.
Yep.
So
its taunts are like something like 120 frames, so it's very difficult to get in a position where they're not.
You're not gonna pull it off.
Yeah, if your opponent is.
Oh my god.
This is like
the teabagging. Wow.
I see myself in Coco at this point.
Oh
man, that is real good.
Doesn't feel good. Coco was using a 3-team there, and I saw literally 0 assists the entire match.
Yeah.
Use your tools. You got so much you can do with that. Use it. You're getting pressured in the corner with Peacock, like most of the match. Use it. That's why people don't play Peacock solo. Really, they have assists in there. Like that's what makes it impossible to deal with it.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna moving on to Screedle versus Dino Kid. And Dino Kid's already here. It's called Get Good, not Get Taunted. Nice. Nice.
Side effects may include nausea.
Alright, Screedle's trademark solo Philia versus Dino Kid's trademark solo Valentine. Both rush down and air heavy characters here. It's gonna be very interesting. So you can combo the search bypass just by running up and hitting standing light punches, standing light kick usually. For Valentine, that is. So, see, you can combo with AKJ Flatliner, but just because of the distance it puts you outside, I'm pretty sure you can't combo with it any further. But I don't play Valentine once again. Dino Kid is just spamming a lot of standing moves, like standing ground moves, which is a problem when Screedle is jumping around in the air, because that, just the wind down on those moves, bit too late unfortunately, but the wind down on those moves is eventually going to be a problem. Dino Kid could have, instead of just grabbing normally, he could have grabbed and put Screedle in the corner. And you can follow up with Valentine's ground grab pretty much anything. Screedle needs to not do raw hairballs or hairballs in block strings, because they're very unsafe on block. Alright, yeah. I don't disagree with that hairball though, because you could just chip, even if Dino Kid had blocked, you could probably have chipped out. No, good super. I'm gonna put down Screedle's first line. Ooh. Good use of the sweep to low profile. It's weird because a lot of moves in Scavengers, just because of the way they affect hitboxes, can be used to low profile certain moves. Others, like Valentine's standing medium kick, is very, very vulnerable to getting low profile like that. So that's sort of the more advanced stuff, I suppose, but like, it is good to know that, for example, Squiggly's crouching light kick can even low profile gigantic arm, among other things. Good, Screedle throws into the corner, but runs back, you can pick up off of that. In the corner you can pick up off of Philia's grab. Dino Kid prepping vials in melee, don't like it. See, right there again, he could have just picked up directly with like a crouching light kick or crouching medium kick.
And he could have flatlined after that.
Yeah.
To end the game, but he still picked it up.
Everyone has a weakness.
We'll be right back after these messages.
And guys, don't worry about figuring out how to like low profile or do some of the really shiesty Kara shit that you can do. Like that's so nice, but in time, right? Like don't worry about it. Get your block strings down, understand push blocking, fundamentals are important. And then you'll learn some situational things that will just sort of work their way into your head.
Time for your physical.
They're all great to have, but
Try to keep it cute,
I say
huh?
put effort where it will do most good.
Alright, good push block. Just because Philly is one of those characters that are able to pressure you so incredibly well with jumping head push. Such push blocking can be a very useful tool against her. Like there are a lot of moves that you don't want to push block because they're unsafe on the block. You know, like whenever I see someone push blocking away a big band brass knuckles, I cry inside. But like being, you know, it's better to push block. It's better to accidentally push block something you shouldn't have push blocked than to not push block something you definitely should have push blocked. It's better to be safe. So if you're just starting out and don't really know like all of the moves, like
You know what? I don't know if I'd even say that. Like, don't always push block. You can figure that out. People can punish you for it. If you're always push blocking, they get to use really nasty pressure strings, things that never would work otherwise because they're just not safe.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more like in general. Oh, Dino Kid could have put the Screedle in the corner there. But just in general, like if you're feeling like you're getting pressured and you're not entirely sure whether you should push block or not, like push blocking can be very useful and should be at least considered. Savage bypass
because no push block.
Savage bypass should not be used in block strings. Ooh, that's a bit Savage bypass though, because Screedle was pushing buttons when he shouldn't have been on mid screen when he really couldn't like realistically hit that. You can follow up. Bit too close. Or well, bit. Dino Kid was on the ground, yeah. But you can follow up.
I think he was out of combo.
Yeah. You can follow up with Philia's air grab with airball. Oh, we're gonna get the cutscene.
Tell me where it hurts.
Wow.
I'll be honest, I don't know what button to press to make it not show that.
Isn't it like any button? Like just I thought it was just. Well, I think it's just like holding the punch buttons. Like if you just hit the port sucker back into punch buttons, just hold the punch buttons and they'll skip the cutscene. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, you can pick up off of that Screedle just like after the wall bounce from Gregor Sansom, you can just pick up it normally. You don't need to do up to.
Poor little girl.
Let's get a round of applause for our contestants.
Stax mentioned that you can hold heavy punch at the very least to cancel it. I feel you're just making excuses to like force your opponents to watch the entire cutscene, Tomer. You can stop the cutscene. Yeah, you can stop the cutscene.
Down the side.
You can stop, and then also meet the sort of like when she goes up and then dives down again. That bit's like way shorter as well. You could pick up that in the air with the jumping minion punch, I think.
I do like Screedle using good tools to approach in the air. Not ringlet. What is the name of the ring? Like jumping medium punch, I think.
The what? The like where she has like giant spikes and stuff that comes out in the banana.
The ring of hair around it. The medium punch.
The ring of fire. Yeah, ring of fire is jumping medium punch, which is very nice. It actually does more damage.
That's a great example tool.
But should not be. Dino Kid has been pressing vials in close quarters. You should not be doing that. Screedle, you can pick up a jumping heavy, standing heavy kick if you're bouncing them off the corner. Since much we say that like you shouldn't be using raw hairballs, when you're in the air, raw hairballs can work if you're using them for movement like that. It's getting close to someone.
Wow, the autocorrect.
Good cross up. Good cross up.
Very nice.
Oh, raw hairball though. I'm sorry, I just made an excuse for you a couple seconds ago, but you shouldn't be doing those. Ooh.
That air grab was good. I was anticipating something that didn't happen, but definitely could have.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that.
So I see Screedle trying a lot for the grabs in general, like especially the ground grabs, and Dino Kid is as well. The problem is that grabs are like standing light punch and such will usually beat grabs, and the problem with that becomes that because if you're playing two rushdown characters like this, like Philia and Valentine, some of the most notorious rushdown characters in the game, who have very quick moves, you gotta be very careful when using grabs because a lot of the time they will get beaten out by just like a normal standing or crouching light punch. Ooh, being a bit too quick on the AKG flatliner there.
How's this gonna end?
Ooh,
No, that's
puts
it.
himself in the
That's
corner.
it.
Oh no.
Level 3.
No,
No!
done. Screedle puts a Dino Kid in the corner. Unnecessary, but good practice. Nicely
Okay,
done.
nothing left to see
All right.
What do you mean Freudian slip? What did I say?
I'm trying to find that. Where does it say?
It's in the Twitch chat, so I can like just, okay, not Freudian slip. What did I say?
I didn't pick up on it. I have to go back to the VOD.
I don't think I said anything. Freudian slip is when you say one thing and... Wait, shit, I don't remember the joke. God damn it! Your mother. I know, I think it's time for intermediate section, yes?
Yes, Coco versus TiredOcean.
Coco versus TiredOcean. And both of them are here. I would be surprised if Coco was somehow left. Well, not somehow. I think she has the ability to leave. I would be surprised if she did. What? What Freudian slip? What did I say?
I love. I'm looking in the Steam chat. Screedle says, "I cannot stop your grabs" to Dino Kid. And Dino Kid responds with, "I was mostly using the fancy grab, if that helps." That's good. Fancy grab.
Fancy grab. Hashtag fancy grab. When you... that face when you grab, but she keeps sucking.
Don't. Family friendly. Family friendly.
Face, that face when you grab, but she keep teching.
Yup.
Adapted properly.
Fixed. All is well. Okay, is TiredOcean in Steam chat? Let's see him.
He is in chat.
There he
He's
is.
in Skullgirls. And I haven't
It might be in the middle of it.
Alright. Did you
Just
just
join.
leave the
Did I
lobby?
just try to join? Yeah. I pressed the wrong.
And TiredOcean is now here.
Okay, hold on.
You should
coming.
probably get in here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hello.
Man, UIs are hard.
Yeah. Especially Skullgirls lobby system.
We do not talk about the lobby system.
We do not talk about the lobby
Game's
system.
done. Game's done. It's suspended.
It's a case of everyone has a weakness. And Skullgirls, if Skullgirls plays like, oh yeah, Skullgirls is a great game, you just look them in the eye and go like lobby system, and they're like, oh.
They won't look you in the eye. Can't.
Exactly. Alright, TiredOcean's gonna be playing Valentine with the same palette that
Another-
we used
yeah.
earlier. What is this weakness? Oh, you could pick up on that. I think Coco can pick up on that. Like if you get the bush blades to stick your opponent in the air, you can pick up if it's just like a jumping heavy kick and such.
That could have been much worse than it was. Protect your assist, guys.
Yeah, gotta be very careful. Yeah,
Protect your assist. Protect your assist.
Save the children. I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. That's my favorite video.
It's really good.
That and I can break these cups.
I still haven't watched that. So TiredOcean, you can pick up with like the Savage bypass. You can pick up by just running up and doing. You have to run, but you can pick up with just like standing like it. Ooh, gets hit high there.
We've seen a lot of tick grabs today, and they've all worked.
Yeah, tick grab is a surprisingly useful technique, if you will.
You're good. You can combo off this. Can you? No, you can't.
Alright.
Can you?
Putting Coco in the corner here. You can combo off of that off of the airball also by dashing into jumping medium punch and such. We even have a video bumper of that.
That's all, folks.
So like I'm seeing a bit of a theme here today. Like I acknowledge that not everyone is gonna be, you know, combo masters and such. Like that is definitely something you need to spend a lot of time.
You learn your tools, and eventually it happens.
But also, it's not just combos. I see a lot of people get in odd hits with like focus shadows and just like air balls and just random jumping hits. And I think that's something that's very, very important for a lot of people to learn, is that a huge amount of those hits can be combo off. You can pick them up, but like air dashes.
Right, learning confirms is huge. It actually took me when I was learning. I got combos and then I got like the rest of my confirms.
Yeah.
As I started off, I was like, okay, here's how the combo starts. I gotta hit with that move.
Yeah.
And again, until it becomes sort of automatic, that's gonna be what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
but
and it's also the case
know that you can pull off a lot more.
It seems like it's like some people, myself included, just like when they start doing a combo, they look for specific ways to get into it. But it's also just the case of a lot of the things you do are just gonna, you know, you're not gonna be able to expect them necessarily. You're just gonna, oh look, I got a hit. Someone like Painwheel can pretty much confirm almost anything, just flight casts and such. So that's definitely something that I would advise practicing in like training mode and so on. Just get a dummy to move around and then just try hitting with random things and seeing how you can follow them up with. Especially for air dash characters, that's a huge thing.
Don't be afraid to play against the computers, because
yeah,
you know, they don't play like people, but you will get some ins that you wouldn't get otherwise. It helps.
Yeah, it's to me, playing against computers and such, it's less like, oh, you know, I expect a fair match. It's more like, well, at least they're moving, and just the moving part is very, very useful when learning how to get a hit confirm in. TiredOcean is doing a very good job of resisting Coco here. Ooh, that was a bit, gave him a bit of breathing room, but ended up working out. So Coco's
I was looking at this, I'm like, why didn't we see a shadow? And I realized that he's playing Philia.
Oh man. But like, I've seen that Coco's using a lot of shadows in melee range. A lot of the times, like, it will probably work out most of the time against Philia and Valentine, but against some characters that can be very, very dangerous. Like, if they have, like, Big and Scrab can beat that out. Like, stuff like Showstopper, like, see there, Philia managed to get in there just using her own grab. But like, I guess a lot of characters that simply won't work. They will use that little breathing room to actually get in. Lots of jumping heavy kicks. Yeah, the TiredOcean is blocking low a lot of that time.
Patient, and he kind of...
Yeah.
He's got 5 meters. Oh. Don't finish the game with 5 meters. Jesus.
Yeah, both of these players have a lot of meter here to spend. Especially TiredOcean needs to get in and then the Itchy, but that's too late now.
You know what? One could confirm in a combo, Coco can take it. I'm not sure if she knows their options. Never mind.
See, TiredOcean drops that combo, but like off of a jumping medium punch, like there's very few. Like for example in Valentine, you can just go jumping medium punch and it hits, and then just pick up with standing light punch. Very easy to confirm into. Wow, Dino Kid is calling you the fuck out. Honestly, how can you make that mistake? They're very different character designs. I agree. God damn it.
So
Kenny Corruption
different.
asking... So different. I like Focus overall attitude. Kenny Corruption says, like, I haven't learned how to combo overlies jumping medium punch, jumping heavy punch, dash cancel, jumping medium punch, jumping heavy punch. If I recall correctly, the actual combo that I use is jumping light kick, jumping medium punch, jumping heavy punch, dash cancel, jumping medium punch, jumping heavy punch. That is universal as far as I'm aware. So I don't really know a combo that's directly just medium punch, heavy punch, loop. Well, not loop, but like do it twice. I'm not sure that's gonna work on every character. But otherwise, like, it's just a question of how you do it. It really is just heavy punch, then directly convert into heavy, medium punch and directly into heavy punch, and then air dash as soon as the heavy punch hit, and repeat. Alright. Lots of shadow from up here. I like the crossover there. Good way to confuse your opponent. So, TiredOcean was using a lot of dead crosses there, and I think that, well, dead cross isn't necessarily a bad move in and of itself, it just simply doesn't... I wouldn't use it against another zoner, like, even though Funko obviously isn't a full zoner, like, trying to compete in who can zone best, like, Funko will win over Valentine, you know, hands down, easily. So I would want to see TiredOcean being a bit more aggressive, especially with a team like Valentine Philia.
By the way, I just want to make sure, Koku, you know, you can combo off of the close command grab. What is it? Inevitable snuggle? You can combo off that without spending your meter to use, what is it?
Just running up. Ooh, good blocking the bird.
If you jump to block it, your block stone will be cancelled when you hit the ground, and you can hit with a normal. Otherwise,
yes. Or at some point, like when you're in that combo, or when you're in that block stone runner, sometimes just grabbing you won't be close enough, and you just get hit by the bird. So you gotta be careful with that. So Koku is using a lot of ground moves versus TiredOcean while he's in the air, and you gotta be careful. Ooh. Good pickup. Alright, it's gonna be game 3.
You can just spend all your meter doing that, by the way, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's also, have you seen Valentine just like keep spamming vials in the air? Or sorry, not syringes. But wait, scalpels, right? Sorry.
Yeah,
it's great. Just, you can keep them airborne indefinitely. It's pretty ridiculous.
Alright, so we've got some time for an open lobby now. Let's get people in here. Guess they'll hear this in 30 seconds.
Pretty much.
Flood the lobby, because they're so eager to play.
Indeed. No, Koku's saying it's too early for intermediate for me. I disagree. I think, like, you know, just because you go into intermediate doesn't mean you're gonna win every match. So...
yeah, you held your own.
Intermediate is like a very, very broad term. And that's, you know, beginner is a very, very broad term as well. But intermediate probably comprises about 70 to 80% of Skullgirls players at least. So, you know, it's very difficult to gauge.
Everybody calls themselves what they feel like.
I am.
I'll say, I look at most people and I think you're intermediate, you're intermediate, you're intermediate, you're intermediate.
Like, the way I like to describe myself is that I actually am the best Skullgirls player of all time.
I think I heard that somewhere too.
Was it the Kill Sage?
I think the Kill Sage said that, yeah.
Sounds like he's quite the hero. Right,
it wasn't just him, it was like him and TJ and Sonic Fox were all like talking about how great Nodscouter was.
Yeah, I get that a lot. So 55 is being a lot more patient than he used to be. Like, he's blocking a lot more and not just spamming moves. But he still needs to work on his hit confirms, what with these SJ and such.
That actually does combo is...
Alright. So, blocking when you got up. Like, there's no counter hit icons or like hit low or high. So I don't know what's going on.
When you're getting hit, don't just like sit there and be like, okay, I guess this is happening. Block and expect reset.
Yeah. There's no reason not to be holding the stick back, essentially.
Right. Or if your opponent has a lot of nasty like ground resets, think, well, is this something I can jump out of? Is it not? Get a grab, below, overhead.
But definitely, like, above all else, don't be passive. Like, if you're just planning to do nothing, then just blocking back is objectively superior. Getting in a lot of these giant steps, but he's not coming off them. I know that, like,
combo
sometimes...
in the low Use like crouching. There you go.
Crushing light kick, you can usually combo off of a giant step with that, but like, you can. Ooh, very nice PBC. But if you're not sure, sometimes that will miss because of like the distance to your target. But crouching medium kick will pretty much always hit, and you should have enough blocks now to do that.
What a pathetic.
And the crouching medium kick also has the added benefit of bringing your opponent closer to you, which allows for some interesting resets.
Bless you.
What?
Was that a hiccup?
I don't know. No comment. I admit to having no bodily faults.
I.
As mentioned, I am the best
The
Scottish
glorious
player.
leader does not poop. Turns it into
Exactly.
energy.
There was that like Kim Jong-il or something had this like giant tumor on the back of his neck, so they always filmed him from like his right side.
Really?
It was seriously the size of like at least a football. It was ridiculous.
That's incredible.
It was very disgusting.
I think Dino Kid was on his way down, right? Was he not blocked?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It can be a bit tricky to see, I suppose, but I thought it was on his way down as well. So we're seeing a lot, like the theme of today.
I want to see him combo off that.
The theme of today seems to be Valentine players like missing their
Very
command
good
grabs.
response there from 55.
Yeah.
He's on point with those CP.
Oh, should be blocking there. Not really sure what he was doing at that point because he wasn't really close enough to hit with anything. So I'm not sure why he was playing, why he was pushing buttons. Or as wife would say, I'm not sure why he was pushing buttons.
I see no difference.
Wow. You probably, because, you know, sight doesn't really factor into this.
Wait, you did just say the same word somehow differently, right?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't understand how.
Ooh, shouldn't be very
Amazed
careful.
he got away with it.
With
Well,
giant
for
step.
a while anyway.
Should not be giant stepping when your opponent's in the air, like, straight up, it might hit, but it's so unlikely and you can't really combo off of it properly that it's like, I am comfortable saying never do giant step when your opponent is not on the ground.
Yep.
And
That
we're-
raw
we're-
heavy kick was. Oh,
Yeah.
you know it was a bad idea. You got it.
That autocorrect not really working out the 55 saver, and the SSJ that it was not in a was in a block string.
55. I see you using a lot of slow options when you need to get a hit in on an opponent who's done something unsafe. Use light kick. Straight up, I'm telling you, use light kick. Standing or crouching doesn't matter. Standing light punch can
Yep.
work too, but
So 55, you can also combo off with a big man's ground grab. It's very easy to combo off. You just do a medium giant step and continue with a crushing medium kick. And his air grab, if you're wondering, KSB followed up with a jumping light kick into a crouching or standing light kick. But that's another part of the like find ways to follow up with everything you do. Dino Kid, I will look up how to skip after this. No, I like people. I like people holding on to the cutscene.
Let me give you a hand. Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
And Dino Kid adding his Cerebella back on. Ah, good brass knuckles reaction. Very nice. Cerebella's standing heavy kick is one of those weird ones where, like, if you get caught doing it, like, if you do it when you're not close enough, even if it's not, like, unsafe for anyone who unless melee moves, against anyone with, like, brass knuckles and such that can bring it close enough, the animation is so long that it's so easy to get hit by during it. So it's one of those moves that you really can't afford to accidentally hit. Lots of giant step pressure, like 55 definitely seems to be confident in his giant step play. Ooh, very nice hit
And
from.
55, always be charging when you can, because I see a lot of opportunities to hit with brass. And you don't get 'em.
Yeah. So I would like to see Fit 5 going for maybe a grab or maybe more grabs and low kicks and such. Because his giant step meta is starting to get a bit stale. But it does end up working out.
Also, his go-to pickup is crushing light punch. I told him earlier to use picks, but I didn't tell him why. Really, they're as fast as you need them to be. Jumping light punch is just as fast too, but it scales combos way worse. Unless you cancel out of it right away, but I don't know. It's not my move of choice.
Tomer, are you going to be uploading the VOD this week or next month? Ouch.
Coco, I'm not the one who uploads the VOD. It's it's
defensive, are you?
I'm just letting her know.
So defensive. You got something to hide?
Oh, I'm being transparent. I don't upload the VOD.
I think you got something to hide. Toe is mentioning that he has most of his playtime in Trash Wife, unfortunately. So we're gonna get an N2 versus Screedle match here.
Toa, don't let haters make you judge yourself.
No, I'm not forcing.
People hate on Squigglies so hard. I think it's just because they don't know how to play against her well.
I'm not trying to judge you. I'm trying to judge your choice in the characters.
I don't know.
And I wouldn't say try.
I'm pretty sure you play Squiggly as well.
I don't think I ever have now.
Do you not?
No, I never played her. Alright, she's pretty awful. Silvercord is so overpowered.
Silvercord is not his strongest move.
Silvercord is I wouldn't say it's her weakest, but it's among the top 5 weakest.
It's very useful for the things it's useful for.
Is it you can continue call off of it, I suppose.
Well, you use to pick up off things that you can't. It's for resets mostly. You can use it neutral if somebody's tumbling run or Big Band's being the problem.
Yeah, but I don't know.
She has a lot of tools, and a lot of them aren't really so great in neutral, but she doesn't need them to center stage, which is the best thing ever.
Yeah, but it's the scaling, man. Scaling hurts.
A lot of people use hit grabs. A lot of hit grabs are really useful.
They do.
But how you use it.
But the difference is that at least they're not trash, you know? As in the character.
Wow.
Alright, well. Ooh, accidentally dropping the vial into the ground. Not a good idea. This train does not care for your poison. Ooh, gotta be very, very careful with standing medium punch as well, simply because, once again, that's another one of those moves that have a huge animation if you miss. It's not that it's slow on startup like heavies or anything, it's just that, if it doesn't connect with anything, it's unsafe on whiff, but it's safe on block. So you gotta be very, very careful that, it's not a problem if you use it in close range, enough to hit them, enough to make them block at least, but if you whiff it entirely, that's a huge opportunity to get in. Much like, say, Cerebella's standing heavy kick. Squealy is pretty low tier, yeah. As she should be.
That's not how that works. People don't play Squiggly very often in high tier. Yaya and Fuzzy Snugs are good examples.
Not surprised.
But they use her and they do very well. It's just about the
I
play.
wouldn't say so. Much like, there aren't a lot of Nazi politicians, but the Nazi politicians do pretty well, So we're similar.
No, I don't joke about that.
Are we actually having squiggly discussions in chat here? It's better than the way.
I don't know, I guess people should come play against me, see how they think Squiggly plays.
Are you just calling them out?
I'm just telling them that if they're gonna make claims, they should be prepared to back them up.
Ooh, good throw for Screedle getting in the corner. I don't. Oh well, you shouldn't pick up with an up. You can pick up with that wall bounce normally. Are we Screedle, you aren't you haven't won this match. It's not time to teabag. What is? I don't know what's going on.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know if that was a button check or something, but I kinda like it. Like I wouldn't. They're mentioning like you have to stance on a Squiggly. I disagree. I think you can play a pretty good. You can play a pretty good Squiggly far enough. Like stanceling is a huge tool, but the problem with stanceling is that you're like, oh well, I found this infinite box ring for Squiggly. If you have stances, okay, yes, but people are gonna push block you. You know, like there are a lot of ways to get a. Like the advantages that stanceling gives you, and a lot of times are very easy to sort of. Your opponent can easily negate that. That's not to say stanceling is bad because it adds a lot of damage, but like.
It's not about even damage, it's about damage. Because you can get the damage any way you like, so stanceling is a way to make yourself
but it's not.
That's the most valuable thing. You can...
but yes, like, there's no... It's useful to know stanceling, but it is far from necessary.
I mean, you know, everyone should use all their tools. I don't use stanceling as often as I should, like... I should mix it up more often. I use aerial tricky stuff. My preferred how to reset.
But what I mean is like you can't play Screedle without stances easily. Yes, it's another tool, but it's a tool that doesn't like. It's useful. Like I can't deny that it's really useful, but it's not the only thing that Squiggly has got going for her. You know, she has some very nice aerial resets and such. You know.
Yeah, she's got stuff. If you haven't seen it, that's cool, but like,
she's got huge sharks.
You should probably see it before deciding that she's low tier from your intermediate level play.
So there's a thing, right, where you can do stances just by hitting 2 punch buttons.
Shortcut. It's only mid combo. If it's on a block string, you need a quarter circle.
Yeah. The problem is that I didn't know that until like a good 2 months after I learned how to stancel. So at this point I can't use that.
Oh, you do play Squiggly.
I don't play Squiggly.
Do it.
I don't play Squiggly. I don't play Squiggly. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh.
The American
this just went to a whole nother.
The American people didn't know that the president is a crook. I am not a crook.
Those are 2 different presidents.
Like, I mean, it's
one
not
actually
like
got impeached and one almost.
It's not like you can name 2 Swedish kings, so I'm pretty alright with that.
Do the Swedes still have kings?
Yes.
Why?
You know, I asked that myself. But I do see that you managed to avoid mentioning 2 of them. So I think my point has been made.
What's the population of Sweden?
9 million.
9 million?
Alright.
You know, that's like the population of New York City, right?
Alright, go ahead and name China's current ruling prime minister.
What?
Go ahead and name the current ruler of China.
Do they have an emperor? They do.
Do they have a what?
An emperor?
They have not had an emperor for nearly 100 years.
Yeah. Why are you telling me to name the king of China?
I did not say to name it, I said to name the ruler. You know?
I don't know. That wasn't a cross-up, right? That was counter hit.
Didn't see.
Yeah.
Broken
heart was counter hit.
Yeah.
I guess it might have been cross-up, but regardless.
Oh, good pickup. So you can, I guess that's confirmation that you can pick it up at least in the corner of scalpels.
That's pressure from Screedle.
Alright. Raw hairball gets punished. Screedle accidentally froze grab out of the corner. I think he might have thought he was dead already. There you go. Yep, go into the corner. He's just... Ooh, standing heavy kick. Needs to be more careful of that. What is going on here?
Just shit, there you go.
Everyone has a weakness.
You should read what physics was.
You're talking about the Illuminati comment.
Yeah.
I see you also managed to avoid mentioning the actual ruler.
Ming?
I don't know what to say to that.
I don't think you know either. I think you're just trying to throw blame. Because that's like what you default to anytime anything happens.
The chairman of the People's Republic of China is Xi Jinping, which I acknowledge that I pronounced it poorly, certainly, but at least it's correct.
I see, we're playing the Google game.
There you go.
I see.
You should have accused me of Googling it before I actually answered the question if you wanted to have any legitimacy to that.
No, just the fact that you're like reading it off something and not pronouncing it right.
What do you mean? Like
okay, let's get back to the event at hand.
What am I saying?
Lobby is open.
Speaking of population. Chalk another win over the Americans who don't know their geography.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Were those words?
Excuse me?
You made some noises, but it didn't sound like English. What was the last thing you said?
Okay.
No, seriously, what was the last thing you said? I think it ended with geography.
I'll fight you IRL, mate.
Okay, don't tell me.
I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this. I can't believe you haven't seen the I Can Break These Cups video.
I might have seen it at some point, but I've forgotten where it's from.
So good.
I really like I Can't Believe You've Done This, though, because
that's really good.
The pure
That's the most British thing I've ever seen.
That is the... Is he British? Like, I think this might be one of... I have no idea, is the thing, but I feel like this might be one of the cases where I was like, no, he's Australian or something like that.
Huh. Alright, we got Tato in here. He's been practicing a lot. See who can take him down.
Oh no, Eliza. Coco has uttered the words Eliza and Wheel. Please tell me that Bonanza is not, like, close to computer currently.
He's working somewhere. No, he's not here today.
Thank God.
She wasn't the first one. It was actually physics.
When you wheel, but you keep Eliza.
Oh, he is encouraging.
So here's the question while we wait. Who is the current Prime Minister of Canada?
Boutros Ghali? No, I don't know.
Close, yes. Very, very close. Stephen Harper. And I will admit, I know that one because my Canadian immigrant friend makes a point of us not knowing who the current Prime Minister of Canada is.
Just because it doesn't matter. That's
okay.
all.
I'm gonna get him on this call. I'm just saying that he's the one who pulled that shit on me, so at this point I've made sure to memorize that whenever he asks. Which is of course the problem when he asks, like, right after I've woken up or something, at which point I forget again. Yeah. Oh well, Canada. I just polar bears there anyway. So it's okay. It's okay because, like, we don't have a lot of Canadian participants. Ergo, we can, like, make fun.
A lot of Canadians.
Yeah, that's exactly why we're allowed to make fun of, like, his country. What are you?
Oh, I'm looking at these comments.
Tom, Canada doesn't matter. Yeah, the problem is that, like, just because you have a single name, you can't really do the, like, you know, John, quote unquote something Johnson or something. Alright. Tito's playing Eliza Parasol. I have seen Tito playing Parasol before. I thought he was
pick her up.
Yeah, I thought it was in the Tito's been a solo
You're
Eliza.
asking me about adding a second character. Well, I can make a lot of stuff safe for you. So
Yeah, that's the thing. Because Eliza is such an aggressive character, while Parasol is more of a defensive character in a lot of senses. Just like Napalm Pillar is a very good DP reverse also. I can see.
I'll tell you what, Parasol has some really great aggressive options, but she's got to be in there. So often you'll end up playing a bit more defensive.
While Eliza is much more efficient in getting that first opening, which is why I'm thinking that it could be a very good synergy here going on.
Tito's on point with those air grabs.
Yeah, good tick, Tito. This one's gonna kill, is it? No. I don't know. I'm even close. It's actually a solid level 3. Oh, he could have picked that up. Could have killed it.
Okay, he can shit.
Taunt. Oh, Tito, come on.
He has on.
Oh, well, at least he goes for business suit.
Oh.
Alright, Screedle appears to have left the building.
Screedle just posted in Steam chat, nope, not AVI.
Do people even use .avi anymore? That feels like such...
Right.
I don't know. It feels a bit too
it's just
shady
a wrapper,
for me to
so
use.
like, you know, it's all about how you encode, but
it's just a wrapper?
Yeah, the
just a
AVI
wrapper.
file format is like a wrapper for your audio and video.
I thought it was more into punk rock, honestly.
Oh my god. I can't.
You, Tomer, you do not get to complain about this because you have a history of puns and poor jokes, including the
incredible jokes, you mean?
Exactly. Like, I'm on your side here, but you don't get to complain about me when Waifu complains the exact same way about you. You know?
Yeah, Waifu just hates because he can't participate.
Yeah?
He can't hang with the bad joke. Oh no! Infinite
lobby.
Okay, rejoin up.
Alright then. You're just gonna invite me to your lobby, huh?
Just like.
You think that don't impress me much?
What do we have in here?
Okay, could you read out loud the Coco's last Twitch comment for me?
Oh god, this is gonna be something disrespectful. Oh!
Oh.
Oh! Coco! Oh!
I wouldn't call
How can I shoot you? I'm gonna shoot you right
like
now.
Truthful. Oh my god.
600 seconds! I gotta undo this. Why is the auto time 600 seconds? Oh
You could
my
just...
God.
There's a timeout button, you just ban her.
I clicked the timeout. What? No, I clicked the timeout button. Unban, there we go.
Timeout is just like 10 minutes.
Jesus, that's a long time.
Have you realized that you have actually become Sharpie now?
Oh no!
Wow, okay, I wasn't gonna go there.
Oh! So disrespectful. I was playing some Mortal Kombat with her earlier. That game is so much fun.
Okay, Tom, we need to talk to you about like the fact that you can't call other fighting games good. If you ask the Skullgirls community, like other fighting games except Skullgirls, they'll say no.
No, like half of them will say Smash Brothers.
Okay, that's actually true.
Oh.
Alright, well, we can get a last match going on here, because I will have to leave in a second. Well, not a second, but soon enough. Yeah, you were playing Mortal Kombat 10 then? Or Mortal Kombat X.
I found it on sale for $20 on Bundle Star.
Very nice. Which character?
Oh, I was
Which
playing. So the cast is so interesting and varied. My favorite is Yellow
Did
Ninja,
you just...
but Blue Ninja
The
is pretty
what?
good. So is Brown Ninja, Black Ninja,
Are you...
Blue Lady Ninja, Pink Lady Ninja, Yellow Lady Ninja.
Alright,
But
I
I'm
guess I
playing
should...
Yellow Ninja.
Alright, just... Okay. Good to know, I know. It's very strange keeping track of the characters without you actually mentioning the characters in question. It's very strange. I would say that the only other fighting games are Lethal League and Smash. Lethal League is like really fun though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, Smash is fun too. It's just people who are
But-
very into Smash are kind of an interesting breed.
What? That is the most dehumanizing way you could probably.
No, that's saying it in a not negative way.
Alright, I see how it is.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's
At least, like, you know, my favorite character is quote-unquote Brown Ninja.
Brown Ninja's pretty cool.
You're talking about Trevor, right?
No, it's
What is it?
I actually forget their real name.
This is the greatest thing. Brown Ninja. I have no idea if that's not Tremor who that is.
Might be Tremor now.
Alright.
I cannot
Well-
remember.
Is it the dude with all the earth powers?
Oh god, I know that's Tremor, I just don't remember. Oh, Red Ninja. I forgot Red Ninja.
Red Ninja.
It's like
Wait, who the
Shinnok
fuck
or
is
something.
Red?
It's one of his custom.
Oh. Alright.
That is putting on some serious pressure here.
Yeah.
We should talk about
This
it.
is this is actually what
Let
I'm
it happen.
talking about, the fact that like Big Band. This is why Big Band wants some space. He wants some breathing room, simply because he's so easy to reset. Like there are so many areas like Instant Double has essentially just work on Big Band and no other character essentially. This is almost gonna kill and should be able to follow up with a crushing medium kick, but a little bit late.
You know what? You know, there's an example of a situation where Big Ben benefited from being close. He has options too. It's just
Yeah.
getting a reversal off is big.
But his defense is very lacking close enough. If he can't
Level
get like
5, level 5. Oh,
Ah.
shameful. Rainbow Death.
Right about now.
I think we got it.
I love how like Toa who actually plays Squiggly is agreeing with Coco regarding Squiggly fans.
I mean, fanboys period are kind of
That is true.
interesting.
Squiggly fanboys shouldn't drive.
Oh wow.
I kind of like that. Like it
They're
makes
always
no
looking in the rear view mirror. Ah,
I get it.
so good.
I get it. Question mark butts.
Toa got it. There we go.
This civilized discourse in our Twitch chat is great.
Back in harmony.
Gentlemen and ladies,
Alright, well,
it's showtime.
we're gonna be having the same teams. Ooh. Crushing light kick should be a bit more careful about using that when Tito is in the air.
That foot
That
clock wasn't a bad idea. It was all right.
yeah.
Grind you in the dirt. Down where you belong.
Yep. Difficult to fight an Eliza when Eliza is on the offensive here. Okay, see, the Giant Step ended up working out there, but there really wasn't any way to combo off of it, which is why I... Like, the thing is, Big Man does have anti-air tools, like, Mid Extend is very useful, and you can pick off of that. You can just do A-Train, which is like the most iconic one of those, and there are plenty of other, like, even Crushing Heavy Punch such could work quite easily against air moves. But
What is your
trying
timestamp
to
in the game?
trying to get Giant Step to work is a bit on. 65 right now.
Oh, okay. You seem to be lagging behind a bit,
Okay.
but we're
Well-
at the same timestamp.
I think this is going to accommodate.
I could go for a
Maybe we should be
right
telling
about now.
55 what to watch out for. I think most of what's happening here is just that he needs to play this matchup a bit more. He'll get it, but you know, you gotta learn what to watch out for, what resets, what neutral plays, which buttons Eliza has that Big Ben can't beat, which buttons she has that he can. That sort of.
So one thing that Eliza's are very sort of known for using this, Valentine's, Big Bands even, is the tick throw, where you just hit a quick light punch or light kick, and then just go into a throw. And an easy way to try to spot that is if they just do a single light punch and then don't immediately follow that up. That usually means they're about to throw you. So if you just see like them doing a single light kick, a single light punch, and then not following that up with another like medium or light move, or even heavy move, that usually means they're going for something else like that. Tino, I think you could have picked up on that.
DP out of that, you can pick up with the DP.
Yeah. Because that was OTG, right? I think it was OTG at least. Because you obviously
There we go. Yeah, he must
you can't
have missed it the first time.
you can't pick off the crushing heavy kick obviously if it's not OTG. Crispity crackety. Alright, solid hit confirm. Could have done a lot more with that hit confirm obviously, but like, you know, that's fine. It works. Good jumping out of the white moves. Ooh, good reset.
I honestly was expecting to grab there.
Yeah.
If I'd have tried to tech, I would have gotten reset on it.
Yeah.
Was maybe a bit late actually, so
Good,
maybe
good
the grab
frame
would have come through.
Good frame trap. Pirtai was using some very nice moves. Ooh, Tito was very close to getting hit there, but simply because he hit the ground quickly enough to counter his to cancel his animation. He blocked it in time. So yeah, Tito, you can also just combo off of the like doing the uppercut. You can just throw them up and do stuff like jumping medium kick into jumping heavy punch, or jumping heavy kick and such. But that doesn't seem to be necessary. Alright, you want to keep this going?
Without a co-host, I might not.
Alright, well, do you wanna wrap this up?
Yeah. This was
Alright.
Get Good EU and Open Lobby, guys. We're gonna pull the stream down for, what is it, 25 minutes until Get Good
26
NA
minutes.
starts?
26 minutes.
Okay, Nodscouter. We're gonna take the stream down for 26 minutes
Thank
until
you.
Get Good NA starts. And, yeah. I saw
Yeah,
a lot
pretty
of good
much,
stuff this week. A lot of it is
lots
just sort
of-
of staying at it and learning matchups, but...
Yeah, I'm seeing some very nice improvement from, like, even just in this game, 55 made some very solid improvements over the course of this. Like, there's a lot still to work out, but I'm seeing less of what I dislike and more of what I like, you know, seeing from the typical big man as such. So yeah, very nice improvements this week. So well done everyone, and we'll be back with the NA section. Well, we won't be, but you know, people will be. Oh right, do we have open lobby today?
Yes, we do. Bonanza's in here,
'Cause-
but Wife and I will be playing.
Alright. Wait, will both of them?
Yeah, Wife will be doing open lobby with me today.
Yeah, will wife and Omix be going up in lobby with you?
I
Like,
don't
will you
think
have a
I'll,
triple
but
stream?
We'll see.
Alright, just checking.
It'll be a surprise.
Well, yep, that's all we
I'm
got.
probably gonna go open an 8-man lobby and play some games.
Yeah, you can play with Tryhard Tom here.
Wow.
Wow!
Oh,
I
you
can't
see
believe
that
you
Owen
did-
Wilson video?
I can't believe you've done this.
Can't
Please let
believe-
me go. Please let me go. Can we close down the stream?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
closing this.
Alright, see ya.
See you later, guys.